About to jump into this East Coast versus West Coast World Series patch hat. This is part 2. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Look at those patches, son. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Willis at Just Hats No Cap, aka Hat God the Shepherd, bringing you another quick little part 2 of the World Series patch hats. World Series collection I was just sent from at Pro Image Sports Colorado. Be sure to jump over to Instagram and check them out. You can find them on TikTok and Instagram, or you could go to their franchisers at Pro Image Sports on Instagram, or find them on the internet at proimagesports.com. Let's go ahead and jump into this video. And we're going to start off with the Dodgers 88 collection. We got the classic blue, Dodgers blue. It's a classic on-field hat with the World Series side patch, flat MLB batter logo with the white button, gray bottom. This hat's super dope. This is a big seller for Pro Image, probably for any hat shop, to be quite honest with you. 1988 World Series, 85th edition of the World Series between the Oakland Athletics and the LA Dodgers. The Oakland A's were heavily favored in this series, and LA beat them, being the underdogs. It was a pretty epic series for the club, so they get much respect for that. Give you another shot of that World Series patch. They won the series in 5 games, and it reads like a pretty good series. So obviously I was 4 years old when the game happened, so I don't remember it. I watched some highlights while I was doing research on the hat and the World Series. Anyways, that brings us to our second team, the Oakland Athletics. This was actually 1989. So these guys were hungry, clearly. After losing the year before to the Dodgers, they were ready to get it. This series was between Oakland Athletics and the San Francisco Giants. The Oakland A's swept the series in 4 games. If you look at your history on that, that was the first sweep since '76. About 13 years prior, there was another 4-game sweep. And the cool thing about this series, the Oakland Athletics never trailed in the whole series. And that's at that time, one out of only 3 teams that had done that. So that's pretty solid hat right there. On-field hat. Give you another shot of that side patch with the green UV. And that colorway is classic A's colorway. Look at that. Look at that batter logo with the green and yellow. That's pretty sick to my eyeballs. I like that right there. It's pretty cold-blooded. That brings us to the 1993 World Series. Toronto Blue Jays on-field hat. Red, white, and blue. MLB logo. Tonal button. Green UV. Pretty classic, pretty sick. The Blue Jays hat logo, that logo is just clean. And there have been a lot of customs coming out lately with that bird head on it. Man, I'm loving it. Another look at that side patch. The 1993 World Series was the 90th edition of the World Series. It was played between the defending champs, the Toronto Blue Jays, and the Philadelphia Phillies. The game count for this series was 4-2. It didn't seem like it was the most epic World Series or anything, but there you have the hat. Pretty sick. I'll give you another trip around the world. World Series patch. Got that batter logo on the back. And you're seeing there's no New Era logos on these, right? Because they're replaced by the World Series patch. That bad boy's got a green UV. Pretty clean. The Blue Jays hats are always clean. And that's a classic on-field look. And that'll bring us to our 1997 World Series hat for Florida Marlins. You see that? I like that World Series patch on this one. I like the colors in it. With the blue, black, and white batter logo. Super clean. Florida Marlins, and you see you got that gray UV. A 1997 World Series hat. World Series was played between the Cleveland Indians and the Florida Marlins. The Florida Marlins were projected to be the underdog in this series, but clearly came back to win it for the upset. I'm sure a bunch of people made some money on those bets. 4-3. Win goes to the Florida Marlins. Cool thing about this series, Florida Marlins took the win to get their first World Series title. Pretty clean hat right there. Always. That's a Cooperstown. That's a throwback logo right there. They don't use that logo anymore. They switched to Miami. Pretty sick. The Miami Marlins. That brings us into our 2000 edition, the Yankees. And we got sent 2 of these because we got the Subway Series patch and we got the standard World Series patch. That World Series patch is sick right there. You got the navy blue, red, and white batter logo on the back with the classic NY logo. They both have gray bottoms. Both have that classic NY. The only difference is their patches on the side here. We got a Subway Series patch and we got the World Series patch. So this game was played between the New York Yankees and the New York Mets. New York Yankees take the win to get their 3rd consecutive championship in a row. Rivalry, just, you know, same teams in the same city, fighting for the same fans. And that's why they gave it the special moniker, the Subway Series. Because clearly New York has plenty of subways. So the baseball players just jump on one subway, head on over to the other side of town, get to playing. I doubt they took the subway, but you know what I'm saying. The fans were busting back and forth. So you got your Subway Series and your World Series to commemorate the same win. It's pretty dope hats right there. And that'll bring us to our last hat. See, that's 2001 World Series patch. That game was played between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the New York Yankees. This game is often referred to as the best World Series ever played. It went the full 7 games. The Diamondbacks took it 4-3. The crazy part about this series, they had 2 extra inning games and 3 games where there was late inning comebacks. So if you go watch the highlights for this World Series, they got some banger highlights out there for this. This hat right here is pretty cold too. That's the Arizona Diamondbacks. I'll give you a trip around the world here. See that World Series 2001 patch. And then we got the Batterman, the flat Batterman. And I don't know if you can see that little hint in there of purple. That purple and black and white. That's pretty sick touch right there. And then look, you see that purple. I don't know if you see the colors in that, but those colors for the Diamondbacks are pretty sick. This hat's pretty cold-blooded right here. Can't wait to wear it. So That's our 7-pack. That's part 2 of the World Series patch. East Coast versus West Coast.